Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. BASA, Frontline Health Assistant Robot, is the name of our robot, and we are going to be talking about our robot today. Let's start with planning. We got the ideas for this robot from the Super Health Turret, which won the Unima Best Invention Award, and this is a picture of the robot. The second robot is the Akazuba, which was made and produced in Rwanda. These are some pictures of our robot. And at the end of this presentation, we will show a video showing the movement mechanism. My role in designing the robot base, which we named it later Base Body. My name is Ammar Al-Mkhlafi, and let's see my part. Base Body. Total number of components in Base Body is 10. 4 wheels, 2 wheels track, which is consists of 2 components, outer shell, and this is the outer shell, 120 pointed pieces, and these are the base pieces. 2 metal rod, and they are inside the body. Absolutely the body. Last but not least, movement assigner. And here's a video showing the movement mechanism of the continuous track by the wheels. Now let's talk about the components. First, we have the continuous track with its 120 pointed head. It is to be moved by the wheels. This is the metal rod, and it connects the wheels to each other in order to ease the mechanical movement. And absolutely, this is the body. This part, which looks similar to a normal sketch, is called movement assigner, and is specialized in directing the movement of the continuous track. The most difficult part in the design is to connect the wheels to the continuous track and add the movement assigner to them in order to create a logical movement consistent with the wheels. And it has been done and tested using Inventor Studio. The reason that we use Caterpillar thread is the advantages. It has several advantages that make it better than typical wheel. First, power efficiency. Second, traction movement on rough terrain. Using continuous track, a UTV typically can manage on rough terrain where wheel would get stuck. Also, the continuous band of thread can ascend and descend stairs and obstacles, which give it the capability to be used in any quarantine suites or areas like the one that look like a whole neighborhood of shanties in poor countries. Number 3, aesthetics. Number 4, ground impact. Number 5, weight growth potential. For everything has advantages, it has disadvantages. And the Caterpillar thread disadvantages is the lower speed. Thank you for listening.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Saif, and in our project I have concerned on designing the sensors, which are the core of the robot when it does its job. This part is made up of 6 complicated components, which are as shown here. Here we have some pictures explain on the design of these components. At the first DWG we have the parts list. Okay, here the first part is the sensor protector. Inside the sensor protector we have the temperature sensor and the artificial intelligence camera. Here we have the screws on the top of the ball joint, and we have the rotational joint. At the second DWG we have some important dimensions here, and we can see the inner parts of the sensors. The most important part is the ball joint. This part is responsible for balancing the sensors and the camera, and also allowing them to rotate 36 degrees. Here is a simulation clip illustrating the movement of the head in all directions, up, down, right and left. Why are sensors crucial? We are interested in having sensors to enable the robot to perform these functions. Firstly, our robot can measure body temperature using an infrared thermometer built into the top of the head, and at the same time it is able to recognize a person face in order to do some jobs, such as bans the gatherings by identifying the gatherings depending on the number of people who are on short distance from each other, then sounding the distancing alert, and measure distances in all directions around it using the camera and artificial intelligence technology to move smoothly and avoid collisions. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abdurrahman Ashraf. Today I'm going to talk about my role in designing the load box. Load box, total number of components for box, box doors, door joints, and screws. The components here, the file shows to us the part list for all components, the box, box door, and door joint, and screw. And here the DWG file shows to us the front view and top view and right view. That's the load box. Load box. What's feature of this box? There are three advantages of this load box. Let's start by first one, delivery of things. The robot can be programmed to be effective for food, rings, or any specific object inside this load box. And then it's delivered to any place according to the programming that was based on this robot, for the safety of people from transmission of infection. Second thing, contribute to distancing. That means that's help to social distancing so that there is no contact in this delivery of order from one person to another. And this is a device that cross from one person to another person to receive the order through the box. Number three, automatically opening and closing. That's safety for the people. So the door here, it will be open and closed automatically and contribute to preventing contact between the robot and people so that the infection does not spread and there is no problem for the people who receive the shipment. It will be safe.
Assalamu alaikum, and my name is Basir Saleh Babatin, and I will talk about my role in designing base plate and aerial. Base plate and aerial has four components: aerial, processor box, base, ball. This is the drawing of aerial and base plate. Base plate and aerial. Behind the process box there is a ball, and inside the process box there is the motherboard, and there are electrical wires in addition to the wires that make the robot move and perform its function completely without any errors. There is also a battery area, so we can change the battery in case the charger runs out. However, there is a specific area when the temperature is used. For example, if someone has a high temperature, it will alert the workers that there is a person with a high temperature, and the sound is coming from the speakers area. Aerial sends a signal to the processor box so that the robot receives and executes commands such as temperature, sensors, and speakers. And here is the final assembly, has 24 components. This is the drawing of final assembly, and here all the functions can the robot do: power efficiency, ground impact, temperature measurement, face recognition, pan gathering, and delivery of things, and all of it is. And here is a small video. Our robot is moving. And thank you for listening.